Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a look using the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette, and the first thing I'm going in with is my primer, and I'm using the Nivea Men Post Shade Balm, and I'm just blending this in with the Morphe M439. And then I'm trying out this new button mouth foundation today. It's the Photo Focus foundation, but the color I got was a little too dark for me, but I just decided to go ahead and go with it. I do like this foundation, but I'm going to have to get my correct color. And I'm also blending this in with the Morphe M439. And then, as always, I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair. Hopefully this will lighten up the foundation too. It did help out a little bit. But I'm just putting this underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and on my chin, and around my nose. And I'm going to blend this in with my Beauty Blender. And then, just to set that concealer, I'm using the Airspun Translucent Powder. This is a really great alternative if you don't want to buy the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder or any of those expensive ones. I got this at Walgreens, but I think you can get it at Walmart too. It's like $5, somewhere around there. But it's really great translucent powder. And then I'm going to do my brows. I'm using the Dip Brow by Anastasia in medium brown. And I did show a little bit of me doing this, but it just takes me way too long to do my brows, so I fast forwarded it. Then I just went ahead and brushed off all that powder just using a big fluffy brush. And then we're going to go in with the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette, and the first shade we're using is the shade Tan, and this is going to be our transition color. And then I'm going to take the shade Pecan, and I'm going to put this right where I put the shade Tan, just blending it above the crease. Then I'm taking the shade Dusty Mauve, and I'm going to take this on the same brush that we've been using, but I'm just going to put it a little bit below the other two eyeshadows that we used. Now I'm going in with Violet Gray, and I'm taking this on a more precise brush, and I'm putting this more directly in my crease. And for the last shade in our crease, I wanted to darken up a little bit more, so I went in the shade Hickory, and I'm putting this in the same place we put the last color, just to deepen it up a little bit. And I'm also dragging this color down to my outer crease a little bit too. For the lid shade, and the whole reason I wanted to use this palette, I'm going in with the Rose Quartz. And I'm just going to take my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. It's just a setting spray, and spray it on there. This will just intensify the shadow and get the most pigment out of it. But if you don't have a setting spray or anything like this, like Max Fix Plus, you can use water. Just get it a little bit wet, and it should do the same thing. But this will just get the most pigment out of your shadow. To make sure the Rose Quartz shade blended in with the Hickory shade I had in my outer crease, I just went back and forth with the two brushes until I liked how it looked and made sure it was all blended together. And then for the last shade we're using in the palette is Pink Cream, and I'm just using this to highlight underneath my brow bone. And then, like I always do, I'm taking whatever shades we use on the top of our eyelid and putting them on my lower lash line and just smoking it out with the pencil brush. And I'll have a link to the one I'm using down below. For contour today, I'm going in with my Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche, and I'm just taking the contouring side and using this on my Morphe 523 brush. And then just to blend this out, I'm using my e.l.f. stipple brush. And then for blush, I'm using the Wet n Wild Ombre blush. And I can't tell you what color it is because, of course, I ripped off the part that says the actual name. But they just came out with a bunch of new stuff at the drugstore, so I'm sure they have it at your local Walgreens. And then for highlighter, I'm using the Precious Petals highlighter. And I also just got this, and it's really bomb. It's very comparable to the Becca Opal highlighter. It's very pretty. So you need to go check out your drugstore. They just came out with a bunch of new stuff. But I'm using this on my Morphe 501 brush. Speaking of Walgreens, I just got a whole new display of the Eylure, the Vlogger series lashes, and they're bomb. You need them. You thank me later. But these ones I'm using, they're so fancy. They're awesome. Very wispy. I love them. And then for lips, the lip liner I'm using is the Essence Satin Mauve lip liner. And the liquid lipstick I'm using is the Ultra Satin Lip by ColourPop in the shade Dopey. And that's it for today's look. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!